the show going, man.
Hurry up, hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up!
Hurry up!
Come on now. We're gonna have action soon. Right here. It ain't going nowhere.
Boy, your ass got some technique, boy. You ain't show me that this summer.
Hey, why on track?
Ball at the 5, 3rd down and 2.
That was bad.
Let's go have some fun, bro. We ain't got to talk about too much.
He wasn't playing the ball.
It's holding.
Cliff, the Cliff. How is that not called?
That ain't gonna call a damn thing.
What is the delay for? He's standing right there.
He's taking a card out. He's a piece of paper.
It's that close? Dear Lord.
Hello and welcome. We are the Aussie guys. I'm AJ. Here with me is G. And yet we're being a bit technically challenged. Man, you'd think we've been on holiday for 6 months.
Mentally challenged. Oh, well, it was good. It's good and bad. It's good to not be on here for a while because it actually gives you time to spend a bit of time with your family. Seeing it was has been school holidays for our kids.
Oh, it
Not
has
that
been.
my kids want anything to do with me.
Well, yeah. Have the fams back? They were on holiday.
They
Of
went
course they are, because school's back.
School's back, so they are back, yeah. So they got away. They actually got, the plane got cancelled, so I got an extra night to myself.
Really?
So,
Man, so they got
so
held up.
good. Mate, it is almost like Christmas is over,
Yeah.
and then you're sort of cleaning up at, the following day, and you find an unopened present for you.
Ha.
That's what it was like. I shouldn't say that about my family, but,
Well,
but like when they've been around for 20 odd years. I'm sort of used to them by now.
Oh, yeah.
So take every moment of every opportunity I get to have
relax.
a moment of peace, and another night to the for the remote control to myself. I can watch what I want.
Very good.
The rubbish
Not that you
they-
did.
No, I didn't actually. I've been watching Rookies.
Oh, awesome.
So I've
good.
been doing that. So I started with the wide receivers because that's who I enjoy the most.
Yes.
And probably my hit rate's a lot better with wide receivers than any other the skill positions, especially quarterbacks. I think my hit rate on quarterbacks, what's the last one that I hit? Probably Mahomes.
Oh, yeah, man. You hit him big time. But actually, you know what, G? You do pretty good with the quarterback.
I can't remember what it was for last year's
year?
class.
No, I can't recall, but I think
I remember.
that-
I remember my wide receiver class.
Yep.
I couldn't even tell you what my running back class are because I enjoy doing the wide receivers more. So those are things that stick in my head.
If anything, maybe the running backs are a little bit more patchy because obviously you're going to hit off players like Barkley, but like below your elite running backs, it can be a bit of a mix, can't it? But it's good to know the talent because like when you do your running backs, what we have is like often 20 guys. We kind of know 20 names.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
and then some.
Yeah.
I missed it last year, but that's okay.
Like when Bo Scarborough popped up, late season.
Well, we actually spoke about Bo Scarborough during the rookies.
That's what I mean.
And then we brought it up as well later on how he's not getting an opportunity.
Yes, precisely.
I don't know how much more of an opportunity he's going to get now. They'll probably go out and draft someone in Detroit, and that'll be the end of.
That'll be the end of.
That'll be the end of it. So.
Well, perhaps. So, G, it is. There's a bit of a game on.
Just a small one. I don't know how long I can sit here tensing for.
You're showing off your guns.
I'm going to cramp up. Mate, it's been like 40 degrees today.
Ridiculous.
And look, it's cooled down a little bit now. But, mate, when it's so hot for the last couple of days, and I've been stuck in like a, what would you call it? A unit? Like a unit. Not an apartment.
A small...
Like a unit. Like a freestanding unit.
Yeah.
It's a small place.
Yes.
No air conditioning going because they're replacing everything.
Yep.
Gets a bit stuffy, bit hot, mate. So I'm taking this cooler change and coming down here just to cool down the body for the last couple of days.
It's nice down here.
It's great.
Yeah.
Has it been like this today when it was hot?
Well, yeah.
Well,
I mean, when I got home, I wouldn't really know.
Yep.
I only know the day was weird. Like it was a bit overcast early.
It was.
And so you didn't get that strong bite of the sun.
Yeah. It came out in the afternoon.
And it came out, and then it was like, oof, what is this?
Yeah. And then it's been. I just dropped my son off somewhere.
Yep.
Absolutely bucketing down.
Oh.
Like torrential, like tropical rain.
Really?
Yeah. Roads flooded in 2 minutes. It was horrid.
Oof. So that could happen any second here, could it?
I think we've missed it here.
Oh,
Seems to have
really?
missed it. But
So listen, G, let's talk about... Okay, well, actually, let's first of all... I'll write these down, but I did print out the NFL prop bets, and
So we do have a game, and the game is between... Seeing that we haven't been on for a couple of weeks. 3 weeks, I think we haven't been on for.
The Kansas City Chiefs and...
San Francisco 49ers.
Red and red.
First time ever.
Red and red.
Red and red. Two prominent teams of red, or red being the prominent colour, have played in Super Bowl.
Now, the Chiefs did play in Super Bowl 1, and now Super Bowl 100. We didn't get the...
Super Bowl 100? Oh, the 100th year. Sorry,
correct.
Yep.
There you go.
Well, it wasn't the Super Bowl in 1, was it?
Well, no, technically it wasn't.
No.
Now, who do you... Okay, just...
so the Chiefs are going the home colours?
I actually don't know.
Red above white?
Are they?
Yep. And the 49ers, I think, are they going the gold with the white?
Well,
like
I hope so.
Shirt? Yeah.
Hope they're not doing black or something stupid.
No.
No, it's a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So don't stuff around.
Yeah. Just do it properly.
Just do it.
Yep.
Okay, are you ready for some prop bets? Actually, before we do that, who's going to win and why?
Oh, who's going to win and why? I thought we'd get onto that when we start talking about some. I got like 3 pages of stuff I've written down. So
Have you?
Yes.
About the Super Bowl?
Yeah, just about stats and about the Super Bowl, about the teams, defenses, offenses.
Oh, you champion.
So,
well, do you want to talk about that now, or do you
no,
want
let's do some prop. I'm not a gambler, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that don't mind, giving up the hard earned.
Now, I'll write down what we say for each one, and I'm not interested in how long the national anthem goes or halftime entertainment.
Like it's in Miami, so who's singing it? Is it? It has to be Paula Abdul.
No, it's not.
And this is it Miami Sound Machine?
It's someone in their 20s.
Has to be.
No, it's a.
Are they the halftime entertainment?
Actually, I don't know who's halftime.
Is
Do
it?
you?
I think I flicked on the computer. Is it Kesha? Is that how? Is it
Kesha?
Kesha?
With a $sign in it. Kesha.
I have absolutely no idea. She's female.
Yes.
Is it female?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Is she
who the other one
halftime?
was. Is it Lopez? What's her name?
Jennifer Lopez.
Yes. Is it?
Well, that would work in Miami, wouldn't it?
Well, that's where she's from, isn't it?
Actually, no.
She's
Jenny from the Block. I think she's from New York, isn't she?
No.
Jenny
She
from the
seems
Block.
like she should be from Miami, but I got no idea. I have no idea. I don't really listen to Jenny from the Block.
Prop bets.
Not my
Okay.
listening.
Okay. So I'm going to just try and pick the good ones because some of
So
them
if
are
I'm
sort
wrong, I
of
might be
stupid.
wrong about that, but I saw them standing next to each other, so I just
Okay, so which
Maybe
team,
it's just hanging out.
which team will score first?
Good question.
Which team will score first?
I'm going to go KC.
I'm going to go KC as well, which is kind of boring. Still.
Mate, it's what it is. Mate, when I'm putting my money on it, mate, I don't care who you pick. I'm going to pick who I want to pick. I want to win some dollars.
Okay.
How much are we putting on it? What are the odds?
Even.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, yeah.
So whoever wins the toss, possibly?
Player to score the first touchdown of the game. You can just pick a guy. First touchdown of the game.
So it's going to be KC because they're going to... Oh, no, it said score first, wasn't it? Didn't say anything about touchdown.
Who's going to score the first touchdown?
I'll go... Will it be the obvious?
Tyreek, is he the obvious?
Yeah, he's the obvious. For KC, he's the obvious because you can just break one off and away he goes.
Yep.
What about Mecole Hardman? Let's all worry about Kelsey. Let's all worry about Tyreek Hill.
Mecole. I'm going to go, again, sort of not the obvious. I'm going to go Sammy Watkins.
Wow.
Because you know what? I think, yes, Tyreek's going to have a good game. Kelsey will probably have a good game. But you know what? Watkins is under the radar. Well, Mecole is too. Let's face it.
What's
under
the odds?
radar.
Do you have the odds for who scores the first touchdown?
Well,
You didn't go that deep into your homework? Research?
Sammy Watkins is at... Well, the shortest odds are on Raheem Mostert, Damian Williams.
What are the odds?
Travis Kelce. Well, I don't know what this means. It says plus 600 for Mostert, plus 700 for Williams, plus 700 for Kelce.
What happened to like 7-2, 4-1?
I don't know.
Is this is American,
Anyway,
obviously?
yes.
This
I'm
is
just telling
Vegas.
you the shortest. Anyway,
All right,
Mostert's the shortest odds.
Okay.
Followed by Williams, Kelce, Hill, Kittle, Watkins, Sanders, Debo, Kendrick Bourne, Tevin Coleman, Patty Mahomes, Matt Breida. So, I mean, Mecole's not even in the top.
I'm going to be making some money.
Yeah, man. Imagine
Like
that.
lazy 100.
What will happen, G?
Easy come, easy go.
First, what will happen
Like
first?
if you lose $100
Yeah.
and his odds are in Australian terms, what would it be? He might be, I don't know, 25-1.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to be ridiculously high because
No.
there's only so many people that can
Of
score
course.
a touchdown.
25-1 sounds pretty reasonable.
25-1, put 100,
That's not bad. But
is it
still,
a brick? No, that brick's not 100. A brick's 1,000.
Still, I mean, it's $100.
$100, $2,500 in return. I'll
Yeah.
take that.
Of course you would, but more likely going to lose it.
I'm gonna, but easy come, easy go.
What's come?
I'll just add it onto the bill for the next client.
Here's a tricky one.
Don't I have to do your place?
Well, not in the near future, but probably at some point.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at.
Yeah.
It doesn't look too good outside.
What'll happen first, a sack or a touchdown?
I'll say a sack.
We're both going to be, because yes, I agree. I'm going to say a
Little
sack.
bit of nerves. A little bit. Let's hold on to the football. Let's not just give it up if there's nothing there.
Yep, I agree. Team to commit the first turnover.
That's a good question. I think Jimmy G's a little bit prone to turn the ball over, throwing a few interceptions.
Yep.
But then again, he could, that line for the 49ers will punch that ball
Mahomes
out.
can be a little nervous early, potentially. He's shown that.
I don't think
Big
Jimmy G
games.
doesn't throw the ball enough to to turn it over. Yeah, I'd probably have to go. Well, he hasn't thrown an interception in the last 2 games.
No.
So a turnover. How about we say a fumble? Let's say Tevin Coleman fumbles.
Ooh. Okay. So you're going to say Niners.
Oh, so it's just asking the team.
Yes.
Okay, Niners.
Okay, Niners. I said
bad.
Niners as well. All right, so let's go.
This is all negative Niners, positive KC at the moment. That's okay.
Total touchdowns, both teams. Total touchdowns.
Total?
Yeah. Now, I'll give you the two.
Mate, I've been listening to a few people, and mate, some of the totals people have been putting out there, some of them are pretty high. Some are in the 40s.
Well, 40 points.
No, 40 points each. It's 38-41, 34-38. I reckon it might be, like, Casey's team, we'll talk about that, has been better than you think.
Yep.
Mate,
hang on.
So we're looking at total TDs.
Yeah, hang on. Let me give you some structure. Over or under 6.5?
Total.
Yeah.
I'll take the overs.
Yeah, I'll take the over too.
That's only 3 each.
I know. It seems fair to me. Will there be a special teams or defensive touchdown?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm going to say a no as well. That's a bit.
Like, I don't know who's the punt returners.
Let's see.
I have no idea.
Oh, I'm looking at the halftime.
Miko Hardman's a punt return.
I know who's halftime singer.
Who is it?
Which song will Jennifer Lopez sing at halftime?
Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the block.
Just letting you know that where I'm from.
But there's another performer. Which song will?
She might change it to South Beach. I have no idea.
Which song will Shakira sing first at halftime? So Shakira.
What's that real famous one she sang? Like, it's been a while ago now. I don't know how it goes. I got no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
Sounded just like Shakira.
I can see the song. I can picture it. I've got the rhythm of it, but I have absolutely no idea what the words are.
Okay, here's a good one.
I'm going to find it while you're talking, and I'll listen. I'm going to find the song.
Okay, which team wins the time of possession game?
49ers.
Yeah, I agree.
They have to.
They do have to, yes. Team with the longest play from scrimmage.
The longest play from scrimmage. Well, this is something that's on here, and the 49ers defense have not given ranked. What are they? I'll tell you right now.
Okay, tell us.
Where are we? The 49ers defense are ranked number 1 for plays 20 plus.
Wow.
So I don't think it's gonna be them. So I think the longest play from scrimmage will come from the 49ers.
Do you?
Yes.
Wow. But you only need Tyreek just to pop one.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Well, I'm going to go Chiefs. So, which might be sort of the no-brainer, maybe. But yours is based in statistics
the odds?
And Chiefs.
That's not saying they haven't had one go against them. They're just ranked number 1.
49ers are actually favoured.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's say total sacks, both teams.
Total both teams, I'll say...
It's over and under 4.5.
Over.
Yeah, I'll go the over as well.
Frank Clark could get 4 by himself, the way he's going. He's talking it up too. I love it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. What does he say? Something like, no one's seen anybody like me. He's on fire at the moment.
It's modest. Largest lead in the game, over and under 13.5, so 2 touchdowns. Will there be a 2 touchdown lead in the game?
Yes.
I agree, yes. And actually, the under is favoured.
Okay.
but I will go the over, that there will be touchdown. Paddy Mahomes, over or under 305.5 yards?
Over.
I'll go the over. I agree. Tyreek Hill, over or under 71.5 yards?
75.1.
71.5.
71.5.
Yeah.
Over or under? That's good.
Evening. Yeah, it's nice and cool down here.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
I'm going to go over because I want him to.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to go over as well.
Trying to find where Casey's from. Isn't she like South America?
Shakira, yeah, I believe so.
Shakira, is it?
Shakira.
Oh, I'm looking up the wrong person.
Travis Kelce, over or under 77?
Is it Shakira or
Shakira.
is that who's singing?
Yes, Shakira and J-Lo.
You sure it's Shakira?
Yes.
Okay.
Travis Kelce, over or under 77.5?
Under.
Me too, under. Okay. We're agreeing too much.
Yeah, I know. She's Colombian.
Okay, Jimmy Garoppolo, over or under 239?
I don't think he's thrown for 239 yards in the last 2 games.
239 passing yards.
I'm gonna go over because if they don't run the ball, he's gonna have to throw it. He has to throw it.
I'm gonna go the under. Raheem Mostert, a G favourite.
Yes.
Over or under 73.5
I'm surprised how many
yards.
Okay. How much?
73.5.
I'm gonna go over.
Me too. I agree.
Tevin Coleman under. Whatever they put down there under.
Tevin Coleman.
What's his odds? You got a lot of pieces of paper there. We could be here for a while, are we? I thought we'd make it snappy tonight.
Yeah. We are making it sort of snappy. Tevin Coleman is under or over 43.5. No, actually that's Manny Sanders. No, let's skip him. Let's go George Kittle.
Ooh.
Over or under 73.5.
Under.
Ooh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Under.
Well, mate, you got Jimmy G going less than 200.
Yeah.
George Kittle could make up half of that. But
Yes. Let's skip that one. Let's skip player to score first touchdown. We did. Will the game go into overtime?
No.
I already said that I think the lead is quite substantial at some point anyway. Who's going to be the MVP? Super Bowl MVP.
Paddy.
Yeah,
because I want it to be.
Is it boring? He's got the shortest.
I don't care if people go, yeah, but, I just want it to be him.
I do.
Well,
yeah.
I think I'm giving away who I want to win.
Yeah, I think we both are. But hit me with some Super Bowl stats.
Okay, so let's have a look at some
Goodness.
Super Bowl stats then, and we can talk.
Yep.
We'll discuss these as we go through this. So where do you want to start? Do you want to start offense, defense? Because what we'll do the offense of one team.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the deep. Is that my phone or?
I don't know. It wasn't mine.
Got a lot of friends,
yours.
mate. Well, it's my one friend. My first message for the day. So who do you want to do first?
Well, KC's got the ball. Let's talk KC offense.
Won the toss.
Niners D.
Yep, they've done that.
Yep.
So we do the KC. There's not a lot, mate. We know so much about it. So in the last two playoff games, Paddy Mahomes has had 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, an average of 307 yards. What was the take on the overs for Paddy Mahomes?
I don't know. It was a bit over that.
Was it 300?
It was a bit over.
304?
It was a bit over that. I'll find it.
Okay. So look, mate, when you have a look at the lineup, AJ, like the offensive lineup, like Hill, Kelce, Watkins, Hardman, Robinson. You got Williams catching balls out of the backfield. Like, could you, geez, it wouldn't be amazing if they all lined up on it at the same time.
Oh, Paddy Mahomes passing yards 305.5.
Hey, his average is 307 for the last 2 games.
Oh, there you go. We both said the over. Might be 2 yards over.
Hey, so I don't care, mate. The money's in the bank at that stage. Now this with the defense they're playing against, third downs will probably be a pretty tight affair. They're going to see a lot of third downs possibly.
Yes.
And the fact that KC is the number 1 on third down conversions in the NFL this year.
Wow.
At 47.6%. Mm-hmm. Yet, San Francisco's defense is the 3rd best defense against third downs.
Ooh.
The O-line is ranked 17th, which is below middle.
Yeah.
But they've only allowed the 3rd fewest sacks.
That's good.
But let's
That's partly Paddy.
Yeah, I was going to say, mate, you have to put it down to his ability to scramble, get out of the pocket, move. We've seen in the last 2 games alone, I think he scored, 53 yards in both games. He scored 53 against the Titans. He scored 53 against a blank out. Who they play in the?
They played the Titans. Who did they play? They've played someone else, obviously.
Yeah, of course they have.
They played. Who did they play before that? How can I not remember
Please,
that?
someone tell me. God, I haven't even written it down. And he scored a touchdown in the last game against the Titans as well.
Yes,
which was a great touchdown. And have you seen the footage of Kelsey's face when he scored the touchdown?
No.
Oh, mate, he loved it. He absolutely loved it. So the question comes down to, look at Hill and look what last year, what the Patriots did to Hill with your lean, your safety. So basically he's got to beat two guys and just completely shut him down.
Yes.
But, mate, you've got Mecole Hardman now. So you've added that to the mix. Another guy with probably... I don't know who's quicker. Is it Mecole Hardman or Hill?
No, Hill's quicker, but I don't think by much. I believe Hill's quicker.
Okay.
That's something I'd have to look up.
This is why I like the Mecole Hardman touchdown theory.
I mean, he's fast. There's no
fast.
doubt. Yeah.
All right, so we know what the offense... We've seen the offense all year. We know what they can do. We've seen what Kelsey can do.
Yep.
We know what Tyreek Hill is. Scored the 2 touchdowns against the Titans. Mm-hmm. And, mate, the thing I like and what works so well is you have a receiver that's so improv with a quarterback that's exactly the same.
Yes.
Like you can't hold Tyreek Hill down for that long. Well,
No.
the Patriots did.
Well, yeah, you can't. You can have the best defensive backs in the world.
You're not going to stick with him.
With a quarterback like Paddy who can move around and just extend
Texans.
the play.
Thank you, Ada. Thank you.
Of course it was.
Texans.
Yeah, Texans. How quickly we forgot you, Texans.
just move on, mate. The world just moves on. All right, so then we have a look at the 49ers defense that they're coming up against. So let's have a look at the pass defense first.
Yep.
Mate, the number 2 in red zone attempts allowed.
Okay.
However, when you're inside the 20,
Yep.
they drop to number 23.
Ooh.
So, mate, your chances of scoring once you're inside the 20, go
Drop.
through the roof. No, your chances go up to score a TD.
Oh, I see.
The number 2 to stop you from getting in
right.
there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Number 23 once you're in, which
Right.
is it's usually when the field becomes more compact, it's harder for the offense to score, but they're doing exactly the opposite.
Well, you'd think so. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. It's compacting the defense.
Yep.
I mean, look, the Niners' defense, I mean, their D-line, it's not even arguable. I think it's the best D-line in the entire NFL.
Yeah, without a doubt. I'll give you some stats here.
Oh, yeah. The linebacker core is fantastic. Greenlaw has been out of the box. He was a 5th-round pick for them. Wagner. Fred Warner has been fantastic. Their defensive backs are a little suspect. Maybe that's it.
Jimmy Ward.
Ward.
I think I read somewhere that the other 3 guys are I think they're low. They're under 80. They're under 80, maybe in the 70s and Pro Football Focus's rating.
Yeah.
Jimmy Ward's 100 and something.
Yeah.
He's so far the weakest link in that secondary.
Yes. And I mean, for all that, look, I've got a lot of respect for Richard Sherman. He's a good player.
He's had a good year this year.
He's had a good year as well. He definitely has. And he brings the moxie.
Yep.
You know, he's going to be a guy who's going to be revving up that Niners defensive sideline, which is brilliant. But he only plays one side of the field.
Yep.
So, and a coach like Kyle Shanahan can just scheme away from Sherman, but that does limit you a little.
It does. So I'll give you some other stats about it. So the number 1 in yards per game allowed at an average of 169 yards.
Wow.
Number 1 versus tight ends. Number 2 versus reception yards to running backs.
Wow.
Number 4 versus wide receivers. Number 1 versus yards per attempt. Number 1 versus yards per completion.
Wow.
Tied for first for plays 20 plus yards, which we spoke about a bit earlier. Now the pass rush tied 5th in sacks. Bosa 9, D Ford 6.5, Buckner 7.5, and Armstead 10.
I've got me some Bosa envy. We've got Joey, but Nick.
Oh, you picked up the wrong Bosa.
Joey's bloody good, but Nick is,
Yeah, he's
the cream on top.
Yeah.
You get the Pav and the...
Imagine sitting around that table. It's going to it'd become like the Mannings, wouldn't it? Thanksgiving and all that. I've got 2. No, well, now that they've both got 2. But,
Joey's got to pull his finger out.
Once Peyton got 2, he just killed, Eli, didn't he?
Are you
Eli
saying that-
always had that over him.
Yeah.
But once he got the 2...
Are you calling Joey the Eli in this equation?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, based on this year...
Well, if Joey gets 2 Super Bowl MVPs, I'll be very happy. Fine.
Yeah?
We'll see.
Okay.
It's not going to happen.
All right, so on the other side of the equation...
Yes.
We have the 49ers offense. So Jimmy G in the last 2 playoff games, 27 attempts, 17 completions, 208 yards. So what was the?
That's all right for a game, G. What did you say?
Yeah,
in the last
208?
game.
208.
Yeah, in the last game was that?
Last 2 playoff games.
Last 2.
1 TD, and 1 interception. So
Okay.
his passer rating with no pressure is 102.
Okay.
Which is very good.
Yep.
But with pressure, it drops down to 68.7.
Ooh. Wow.
Well, look, everybody's going to drop, but that's a fair drop. But his passer rating outside the pocket, out of a possible 155, what do you think it is?
Outside the pocket?
Yeah. And this is how they like to use him, isn't it? They like to get him, just move the pocket.
He doesn't
one
go
way.
very outside the pocket. Maybe 90?
I think they like to do it because once you start moving them outside the pocket, you start to open up more.
You do.
More lanes for your receivers.
Yeah, my word. Yeah.
So out of a possible 155, what do you reckon he is?
But it wouldn't be 155. No. I mean, I don't even think it's 100. I'd go, 90, 95 maybe.
154.
Get out of town. Are you serious?
Yes.
Is it that good?
It's that good.
Wow. I'm sorry, Jimmy. If you're listening,
If you're listening.
he's not. But
so we'll talk about Jimmy G. Like, I was listening to an interview during the week with Stephon Diggs.
Yes, I was listening to that.
Did you listen to that?
Yeah.
And it was really interesting to say that he goes, you just can't switch on from the run game to a pass game. He goes, it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah. He sounds like a pretty switched on
Yeah,
guy.
mate. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not that I'm saying, but you when you hear players interviewed, sometimes you hear ones that maybe aren't that bright.
Sometimes you listen to players and they sound like football players.
Yes, they do. But Stephon Diggs sounds like a really intelligent dude.
Yeah. He doesn't
Really
sound like a
clued in.
football player.
No, he doesn't. He's got a future in something, commentary or coaching, perhaps. I don't know.
Mate, he's great. But it was really interesting to say when they spoke about how they had the run game going this year with Cook, and then when Cook wasn't playing well, that you had to switch to the pass game. He goes, mate, it's not that easy. Just to switch it on and have it's not just the quarterback's got to switch it on. All your receivers have to do it.
Yep.
So for this is going to be the problem. Like Jimmy G, I think even the last 2 games of the season, I think he had. Geez, now I'm trying to remember what I saw. Maybe it was like one game was 18 completions and the other one was 19 completions. The last 2 games before the playoffs.
Okay.
So they're not high.
No.
And then to go and only have 17 completions, only 27 pass attempts. Don't worry about completions. You're only throwing the ball 27 times.
Yep.
Like, can you just switch it on? Like, in the biggest game of the season.
Does he need to, is the question.
Well, he might. If they can't get this run game going.
With the Niners defense.
Well, let's have. Okay. So, the KC defense.
Yep.
What have they put up?
Have they got any pass rushes, G? I don't know.
In the last 2 playoff games,
Frank Clark?
mate, they've been poor during the season. They ranked 26th at an average of 128 yards a game given up to running backs, and 28th in yards per carry at almost 5 at 4.9. Okay, now in the 2 playoff games, they've only allowed an average of 89 yards, and we saw what they did to the guy that won, the highest rushing total.
Yes.
On the season.
Yep. That's right.
They just stopped him. I think they kept him down to something like mid to high 3 yards a carry, Henry.
Yeah, and I mean, I presume Chris Jones is healthy, and you've got Frank Clark.
Yep.
I mean, it's not the Niners. Well, no one's got the Niners D line, but it's not a bad D line.
The Niners D line?
No, the Chiefs D line.
No, it's not. It's not bad.
No.
Not at all, mate. Especially going and getting Frank Clark was a great addition for them.
Look, I wasn't a great fan of Frank Clark in Seattle, but this move for him has been perfect.
Yep. Without a doubt. So I'll give you some more of the offense for the 49ers. Okay. So total rushing in the 2 games in the playoff, what do you think it is?
For the Niners?
For the Niners.
Total rushing?
Yes.
Ooh.
And give me touchdowns.
Just on the ground, not passing?
No, just on the ground.
Let's say 300. No, 350.
350. How many TDs?
6.
6 is good. Total rushing yards, 471.
Ooh, I was off for it by quite a bit. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, like this is what I mean about the whole Jimmy. Like, and I've been listening to people say, "Yeah, look, mate, don't worry, Jimmy G, he's got this completion and he gets the job done when he needs to get the job done and all stuff like that." But mate, he's not even 208 yards in 2 games. It's not even like he's moving the ball down the field and then letting the rushers, the rushing guys take over, Mossart and Coleman and Breeder. He's not even doing, mate. He's not doing anything. He's throwing, that's 100 yards a game.
Yes. Yep.
In 4 quarters of football, you've thrown the ball 25 yards a quarter.
Yeah. Look, that Ada brings up a good point too. I mean, Kittle has been a factor in that as well.
In
the run blocking.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mate, he's a Pro Bowler, and mate, he didn't get there just by blocking though. But he's an incredibly good blocker.
Because let me say this. I know you like Raheem Mostert.
Yes.
And I'm not going to say he's just a guy.
Mate, he has the third. He is the third highest average speed.
Really?
Isn't that amazing?
That
like,
is
you think
amazing.
he'd get it. I don't know. I didn't even look up what Tevin Coleman was, and I should have looked that up, Tevin Coleman. But he's the third fastest guy. He's clocked on average the third fastest speed.
I do like him. I think he's above average, but still, I don't really think... I mean, it's the whole picture. It's the whole offensive scheme. It's the blocking. It's the O-line. It's everything is helping him out.
Well, running backs, you always base your running back on your O-line.
You do.
Don't you?
Yeah. I mean, Mostert, how many teams has Mostert been in? 4? 6?
Oh, no. Really?
Yeah, he's bounced around. That's the big story. Like, man, he could get a ring, and yet he's been cut by so many teams. I can't remember.
If you're going to bring it up, mate, you got to bring the research with you because you're killing me. I can't remember that.
No, really, he has.
Okay. Well, there you go. All right. So this just goes to show that the rushing attempts on this team, number 2 in the league with 498. An average per game, number 2 in yards, 144.
Kyle Shanahan likes that.
Well, that's how they set up, the passing game, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Run first.
Yep.
So 7 times this year, Jimmy G has thrown over 250 yards. Mm-hmm. Every time he's thrown over 250 yards, they've won.
Yeah, but how many games did they win? Their record is what? 14-2, was it?
No, I think it's 13-3.
Was it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, stats like that...
They couldn't beat the Falcons.
Well, I find stats like that really kind of weird because they had such a good year.
Yeah, and look, the run home was tough, but if you look at the basic whole of the season, mate, they played that Cardinal twice.
Yeah.
Like, people go, oh, they played against the Green Bay Packers a bit. Mate, the Green Bay Packers defense was rubbish.
Terrible. Yeah.
Mate, their offense was,
Was
Aaron
also-
Rodgers is, mate, he's definitely on the backside of his career.
And just as an aside, forget the Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT arguments now, or even he's not even in the conversation.
No.
I reckon his legacy is really well and truly tainted now. Like,
It's not tainted. It's just,
Well,
it's
not what people said it was.
You could turn around and say he's the best passer of a ball that I've ever seen.
What,
But
Aaron Rodgers
that doesn't make you the
6
best.
years ago?
That doesn't make you the best. Oh, mate, mate, if you're going to start doing that, then if you're going to start, you got to bring Brady into it. Has Brady been throwing the ball great this year? Well, no.
No, but the argument that I would make is that Brady... Okay,
Mate,
so...
does any quarterback throw the ball great and then they just go, okay, that's it. Like, this is the best I've ever going to throw a ball.
Retire?
I'm out.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is...
They're like boxers.
Now,
except
listen,
without the comebacks, unless you're Brett Favre.
I'm not a fan of the Patriots at all, and I don't like Tom Brady. I can admire what he's done, as everyone can.
Yeah.
But if you say, well, the knock on the Packers is that Rodgers has not had the supporting cast.
No, he hasn't.
Look at the bloody Patriots
Mate,
teams.
well, look, there were years that he did, and they only still won one.
Yeah, I know. And look at what Tom Brady works with.
Oh, Tom Brady works with, mate, coal miners.
bloody sniff of an oily rag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm not having to go at coal miners. My grandfather was a coal miner.
Anyway, I
you know
interrupted
what I mean.
Yes.
But that's okay. No, this is a good tangent to go off on.
Yeah.
Jimmy G, 7 times. 49ers are number 1 in yards after the catch.
Wow. Really?
Thank you, Debo Samuel.
Huh. Debo's been fantastic. Can I another tangent quickly?
We don't. It's always good to pump up your own tyres every now and then because you have to, because everybody else does it. So why the hell can't we? But mate, we spoke about Debo Samuel. Like at the very mate, he's going to work out how to use this guy. Like what is his numbers here? 51 receptions, 802 yards, only 3 TDs. So he's not getting in there, on the coloured paint. But
he's a rookie.
Mate, he's a rookie.
Yeah.
And they've only just started to work him out like halfway through the season.
Yes. What I wanted to say was, what draft pick did the Niners have last year? Like, what did they finish in the league?
Oh, yeah, but what was it?
31st. They had the
second pick.
They had the second pick, right?
Yeah, get Bosa.
And they got Bosa in the first round. Who'd they get in the second round?
Debo
Samuel. Who'd they get in the 5th round? Dre Greenlaw.
What happened to 3 and 4?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Not sure. But those are 3 notable guys who are going to be having good...
you don't care who you picked up in the 3rd or 4th, and they turned out to be nothing. That if you can go and grab a guy in the 5th that turns out to be what they got.
You get Nick Bosa.
You've got 3 guys in the draft that have all been like, not match winners, but they've all been great players.
Yeah, Nick Bosa, mic drop, boom.
As a rookie.
We're walking out. That's it. Our draft is over.
Yeah. Mate, there'll be there's NFL teams that would love just if we could just get 1 out of 6.
But this is the thing.
Or, depending, 1 out of 7, 1 out of 9.
I mean, the Chargers are picking 6, G, right? As soon as you're not in contention, bloody lose every game.
There you go. Moss undrafted. 7 teams.
7 teams.
Andrew, thank you.
Thanks, Andrew.
Mate,
7.
Mate, Andrew, tell us it was 7 teams. I didn't realise he'd been on 7 teams.
Yeah.
And he sat on my dynasty teams through 7 teams.
Yeah. Ada. That Rodgers had maybe a season which you would put up as the best of all time or close. But yeah, career.
Yes.
And which season was that? It was like I want to say 20 for head.
Well, look at when you look at it this way. You look at what Jimmy G's done this year. Okay, he didn't have Kittle for some games.
Yeah, true.
He lost 2 offensive linemen.
It took Debo a while to get up to speed.
Who was he throwing it to? They had to bring in Emmanuel Sanders because he had no one to throw the ball to.
True.
And look where they are.
Their receiving core was...
Now, look at what... Okay, now, he probably has a little... When they're all together, he has a little bit more to work with than Aaron Rodgers. But, mate, Aaron Rodgers is meant to be like one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. You find a way to get the ball to your guys, don't you? But then again, I don't suppose the receivers are that great, are they, Ray? Okay, so here's... Isn't it hard? Isn't it weird that you have such a great quarterback and you can't find any wide receivers to give him? It's madness. But what I ask you is, okay, so the Niners, they've got players that you know, like Kendrick Bourne. Mm-hmm. Just pop up. He's a DeMarcus Robinson of... It's not that they haven't been drafting receivers. What about MVS? What about... but they picked up... St. Brown, Equanimous. But they picked up... What were they? They were all in the 6th or 7th round. Geronimo Allison. I mean, they've had guys. They've had... that's what they've had. Here we go. Eagles, Dolphins, Baltimore. Browns. Andrew, was he on practice squads? Or was he actually... I think he's cut. I think he's cut. Yeah, but was he on practice squads? Were they picked up on practice squads? Like, to me, okay, you're in the building... Oh, 2015. But you're on the roster. That's 4 teams in 2015, so it must have been. So maybe he must have been drafted by the Eagles and then cut. And then, look, the Finns have had a go, the Ravens have had a go, the Browns have had a go, then the Jets in 2016, the Bears in 2016, and then the Niners also in 2016. Okay. So that's pretty quick. Yeah, so he's just hopping onto practice squads, isn't he? He's still getting cut. You're getting cut again. There we go. Oh, sorry, Star Andrew. Means... Okay. I should have read ahead. Yeah, Star is practice squad. Let me go back. So Eagles practice squad, and then Finns, Ravens, Browns, Jets practice squad, Bears, and then Niners 2016 to present. So he's actually stuck with the Niners for a while. Mm-hmm. Interesting. That seems a little bit of talent. Yeah. Kyle Shanahan, maybe. All right, so what have we got? Now, I just said yards after the catch, the number one, the 49ers.
Wow.
KC's defense, this is not good. 29 for yards allowed after the catch.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So you're almost going up against the best. We're going up against the best team for yards after the catch against one of the bottom teams, basically. Ooh. 32nd for reception yards to running backs.
Wow, how many teams there in the league, Jim?
So that
32nd.
32nd. That can't be good. It's a big number. It's a big number. 28th versus tight end. Oh, here we go. Hey, what was the Kittle bet? Oh, can I change it?
I can't remember. I'll tell you. Hang on. You keep talking.
Okay. All right. But in KC's defense, number one in fewest yards to wide receivers. Now, everybody's been having a go. These are pretty good stats for a defense that everybody thinks is not that great. They have improved, though. Did get a lot better. Number 5 in allowed passer rating. Number 8 in yards per game.
Okay, pause for a second.
Okay.
George Kittle receiving yards, you said under 73.5.
Yep, that's because Jimmy G doesn't throw the ball.
Yep. But then you've got that other stat which flies in the face of that, which is the yards to tight ends.
Well, if they're going to run the ball, he's going to do a fair bit of blocking.
Yes, he is.
How many balls is he going to get? How many do you think he'll get?
3, maybe? 4?
You reckon 4 catches, maybe 7 targets?
Yep. Yeah, I can see that.
If he's going to block. If they're going to run the ball,
yeah,
he's going to be doing a lot of blocking.
Yes.
So the number 10 in touchdowns to wide receivers, number 5 in interceptions.
Really?
Good backfield.
Interesting.
Now, who was in that interview with Stefan Diggs? He actually brought up one of the KC, the safety at KC. I can't remember which one he brought up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when he said
that was. Because they've got a rookie safety, Juan Thornhill. So
maybe it might be.
Really?
Maybe it might be him. He says, mate, just the amount of speed that he can go from sideline to sideline is crazy.
I wonder if he was talking about Thornhill.
So if you got someone like Stefan Diggs who's pretty quick across the grass.
You know, it's always interesting when you hear the opinion of receivers.
I don't think he actually mentioned, they asked him who hits the hardest. He didn't. I don't think he actually gave an answer to that.
No.
Because you don't want someone out there.
No.
When you hit, I noticed that you hit me.
Yeah, that's right.
Because he did actually say too that in his position, it's not a position that you're running full steam into people.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
So
yep. That's fair.
So anyway, so that's it. Pass rush. Frank Clark 6 sacks in the last 4 games.
Yep.
They are 11th in sacks on the season, 26th in pressure though.
Ooh.
And this was another actually. I don't think I actually wrote this down. But the 49ers defense in pressure, they don't blitz at all. Hardly. They're the rank one of the lowest, maybe 28th or something in pressure because they don't blitz. Because they just allow the 4 at the front. They're that good.
They don't need to blitz.
We don't need to.
No. You don't need any extra help.
No. So
those 4 guys. Holy crap.
I know. Don't worry about blitz, mate. We don't need to. We got 4 up the front.
My God, if I was on an O-line and I had those 4 guys in front of me, I would legit crap my pants, I reckon.
Well, you've only got to look after one, and you'd be crapping your pants just looking after one of them, wouldn't you? But then when you look across to your mate and you see, because I listen to a stack of history podcasts.
Yes,
and they talk about battles, from anywhere from Julius Caesar all the way through to the the 15th century and whatnot. And they said one of the things that was noticeable that comes in when people kept records was the amount of people that actually lose control of the bodily functions while waiting to go into battle.
Really?
Yes.
So you can't run off to the toilet?
Well, no, but it's just out of fear. Just scared.
Yes.
Just scared. Both.
Oof.
They reckon sometimes the stench of urine and is quite overwhelming.
Really?
People have written this down in recorded history.
Right.
Which is just, you can imagine.
You can imagine it.
But
I guess
so that's a little bit like you lining up in front of these 4 guys.
Buckner and Armstead and Bosa and
Who would you take?
Who would I take? Yeah. Who would I line up against?
Yeah. Which one? Bosa, don't worry. I'm not.
I was going to pick Bosa.
I'm not lining up against Bosa.
I wanted to pick Bosa because he's going to just run around me. He's gone. He's not going to bother.
Mate, you're not going to get out of your stance in these parts.
Buckner, he's going to run you over.
Okay.
He's going to flatten you.
Okay.
But Armstead would bloody too.
Yeah, they all would. So you got to pick one, mate. So it's like a torture, and no matter what happens, so you're going to get tortured. But it's which torture?
I reckon I'd go
You're gonna
Armstead.
take.
I reckon he might be just a tiny bit slower, maybe.
Ooh,
But it's
that's the one I was going to pick too.
it's all relative.
I reckon out of all four of them,
It's all relative.
he'd be the one I'd take.
Oh man, yep.
I reckon I'd be like a boogie board, for surfers, just like a speed hump, basically. But if that was enough, just for that 1 second I gave my quarterback to get the ball away.
Yeah. They're
That's-
all big units, man.
Well, that's something else. That's something else you got to talk about now. How much time will Mahomes get to throw the ball? Like I don't know. I don't know enough the sites you go to that gives you like the average time that the 49ers D-line give you a chance to throw the ball. There must be an average. It can't be that high.
But with Mahomes, he'll make his own time.
He does by getting outside the pocket.
Yeah.
But it's also, if you can get the ball, this is where guys like Mecole Hardman come in, these quick underneath guys. Just get the ball out quick, bang. He's got the speed.
Yep. But you know what? To make use of a player like Mecole or Tyreek, you're going to need a second.
Oh, he's going to get more than a second. Okay, he gets more than a second. Maybe, 3?
3 seems like a lot, I reckon.
Well, yeah, that's past me. He's
1.
gone.
What do you put between 0 and 1 and 2 and 3? That seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually find it quite amazing sometimes is how far, like how quick wide receivers must be. And
Oh, yeah.
it's amazing how they look differently when you watch different angles, like different cameras. Like you'll see some cameras that someone has set up and they've been doing something completely different from the coverage you get at the NFL level. And the cameras are usually set up more on the ground. It's almost like they've done a review of the game and they throw other camera angles in there and they're just concentrating on one person.
Yep.
Mate, just how twitchy. They don't look as twitchy from the camera looking down the ground. There's when you have one on the ground looking at them, and usually they're facing the camera and the defensive backs got their back to the camera.
Yes.
Just how twitchy they really are.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised sometimes how far they get down the field.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's not just, you can't just be a track star. But these guys are amazing athletes, aren't they?
Mate, they're incredible. I still, the size, I've moved to a new gym, and there's some guys in there that would be, there's one guy, he's an older guy, and he must be 6'5".
Really?
Right? And he's big. Like,
Yeah.
he's a big dude, right? It would have been, in his younger days, man, he would have been, he's big
Right.
now.
Yeah.
And I look at him and go, about 6, mate, there's guys on that line like 6'7",
Yes.
and probably weigh another 50 pounds.
Yes. On top, yeah.
On top. And you're huge. And there's actually a guy, there's a guy training there at the moment.
Yep.
I'd have actually want to go up and talk to him, but it might seem a little bit like, how do you weigh?
It might be
Because
a bit
he's
weird.
built like a running back.
Yep.
He's got big legs, big ass.
Right.
He hasn't got
okay.
he's got his calves are good, but if you look at a lot of running back, the calves aren't, it's not a part of the body they're trying to build up. They're big through the thighs,
Yes.
big through the hips.
Yes.
Mate, he hasn't got the big the big wide, but he's solid and he's got big arms.
Yeah.
He looks like a running back. He's a darker skin sort of guy. I'm thinking, mate, I just want to go up to him and ask him, how much do you weigh, so I can compare you to what's your height and your weight, so I can get an idea of what your average running back. So he might say I weigh 210.
Right. You know what?
So you're 210 at he must be 5.
Introduce yourself.
5'11".
Say you're an NFL analyst and you enjoy the game and you're just kind of interested because he looks, he's got the physique.
I spoke to him the other day. Said, "You finished with that machine?" And he said, "Yeah." Walked off. So I did
Way to go. Hashtag analysis.
Yeah, there we go. But I will up. But there are some guys in there, and you look at them and you go, "Poor mate," and you can't move like these guys move. That's the incredible thing.
Yep. Oh no, absolutely.
That's why I'm still blown away by basketball players that are like 6'9", and some of them have got good and the way they move on a basketball court for someone that big.
Oh yeah.
Like we always imagine a kid at school at 6'9", mate, he's clumsy and maybe because he's white.
No, but we always see tall dudes and think, oh man, you should play basketball, but it's not that easy.
No.
Ada would pick Nick Bosa, but I think that's almost a no-brainer. Bosa's going to blow past you.
He'd go up
You'll be
against
a
Nick
turnstile.
Bosa. He'd go up against Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
We'll go up against
You
the
said
best.
we had to pick
That's how
one.
that's how you prove yourself. No, I'm trying to pick the weakest person on the line. I'm trying to make myself look good a little bit. All right, so there are a few stats that we have for the game. So
Awesome job, G. Well done.
So we're going to pick.
Yeah, so listen, what was this concept you pitched? The ultimate Super Bowl.
Oh, no,
Super Bowl team.
who are we picking?
Oh, I'm going Chiefs.
I want the Chiefs to win just because I'm a massive fan of Mayhem. So
I'll say Chiefs by more than 2 touchdowns.
more than 2?
Yeah. Let's say...
I think it'll be a bit closer. I don't know if I reckon it might get out and the 49ers will bring it back. But the scores I've been seeing, I don't think I've seen a score under 30.
For the Chiefs?
For either team.
Right. No,
From
I
any
don't...
of the picks. The picks have been really high numbers.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be a game of defenses. I think,
Well-
if they stop the run game, that's going to, I don't know if Jimmy G can win it.
All right.
If we know, I just spoke about how good this 49ers defense is. You keep Mahomes to 3.
I'm going to go... All right.
There's 21, maybe a couple of field goals in there, maybe 28, 24.
Oh, really? 28, Chiefs 28.
Yep.
Niners 24. I'm going to go Chiefs... Oh, I'm really putting a block here.
Oh,
Chiefs.
and, hey, I've got some kicker stats.
Oh, hang on a sec. Chiefs 42.
Woo!
Niners 27. So that's a
I haven't seen...
bit of a blowout,
Yeah,
really.
I haven't seen a margin that big in any of the predictions that I've seen. So now I did write down just you know what? I bloody left it on my other piece of paper. I didn't copy it down.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Who cares about the
But
kickers?
the kickers now the Russian.
Yes.
I think he's kicking at close to 90 field goals.
Okay.
And I think Gould
Gould.
he's been a bit low. I think he's been in maybe in the high 70s.
Really?
But Gould I think he's 13 for 13 if he's last 13.
Okay.
And the Russian is 11 for 11. He's
Okay.
last 11.
Andrew says he feels like either the 49ers dominate and they run the ball all day. I think that'll happen.
Yep.
I think they'll dominate time of possession and they will run the ball.
Yep.
All day. Or the Chiefs throw lots of touchdowns. If it's 40-plus points total, it's a Chiefs win. It's a fair call.
Isn't that ironic that they're actually going to run the ball? That would have helped maybe a few years ago when you're up 28-3. Or when it got closer, when it was maybe what...
You're talking about a particular coach.
Yeah, offensive coach at the time. Yeah, it would have been handy to run the ball
Oh,
then.
can I say this? Somebody asked Kyle Shanahan if he often thinks about the Falcons Super Bowl.
Mate, if he doesn't, he's a liar.
And he said he doesn't, and I was like,
You bullshit. That's crap.
Are you kidding? I bet he
Mate,
thinks
I think about
it.
stuff these days that's got nothing to do with anything. It just pops into my head.
If you're...
Look. That's just... But just be honest. Yeah, I do.
I don't see... It's not showing weakness to
No.
say you think about it.
No.
In actual fact, I'd like him to say that he thinks about it daily because...
I don't know if you think
not
about
daily.
I don't know if you think about
weekly,
it daily.
let's say weekly, because...
How do you not think about it this week when you're back to the Super Bowl?
Correct.
Like, you're full of... That's crap.
Yeah.
I hate that crap. Just be honest.
Exactly. Just be honest.
You
Now,
know?
what was this...
Like a certain quarterback that turned around and said, I'm seeing ghosts. Like, he didn't know the whole world was going to hear, did he?
No.
But, he's being honest. I'm seeing ghosts, you know?
Yep. He's being honest.
I'm sure that every quarterback at some stage...
Sees ghosts.
Yes.
Of course. Now, what was this concept that you pitched?
Okay, so the concept I pitched, just for something, we always do something a little bit different.
Yes.
Besides just talking about the games and whatnot. So I've called it the Fantasy Bowl Team of the Decade. Now, I think you didn't read my text properly. Now, this team, it's a fantasy lineup that we don't have a flex, right? So we have a quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end. Now, you didn't read it, did you?
No.
Okay.
2 running backs. I only picked 1 running back.
Oh, God.
1 wide receiver.
Yeah, it's based on a fantasy team.
Well, no, but I've got 2 wide receivers mentioned.
So anyway.
Okay.
And so you can make up this team for any reason you want.
Okay.
So it can be based on like real life players that have been good fantasy players. It'd be I base it around some of them around players that I've had on my fantasy teams. So this is
really
my
like.
team of the decade. I think we started playing our first year was 2011 was our first redraft league.
Oh, really? Yeah, it might have been.
2011.
Yeah, okay.
McLaren Militia was my team. Not very good. Got better. Didn't know all the players back then.
No.
So best thing about fantasy is you learn about every player out there.
Yeah.
IDP, I'm still catching up.
You're getting there.
I'm
Yeah.
getting there. You're teaching me. Okay, so based on that, your QB, AJ, give me your QB.
Tom Brady.
For any reason, or are you just going to say Tom Brady? No research.
I think it's a no-brainer. 8 consecutive conference title game appearances,
So
9
you-
Pro Bowls, 2 regular season MVPs, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, 3 Super Bowl rings in the decade from 2010 to
you've based
2019.
this purely on who
But
he is and what he's done.
For a fantasy...
Nothing to do with you.
You know, I'm not a massive fan of Tom Brady, but you know what? You can't deny him as a fantasy quarterback.
Has he been a good fantasy quarterback, or has he been? He's been a better real life quarterback. Because those stats you've given me there are real life.
He's been a better real-life quarterback.
Okay.
I also did write down here Drew Brees, who I really do like as a player.
Yep.
Like, I like Drew Brees more than Tom Brady, just in terms of pure favoritism. The Chargers originally drafted Drew Brees. I was super cut when they cut him.
Yep.
And he's been one of my favorite players, full stop. So, yeah.
Okay. I have my quarterback. I have Tony Romo.
Ah, nice.
Mate, I love Tony Romo.
Yeah.
Mate, I have him because I think he was like my first quarterback that I had, and I try to get him every year. And the thing, I've sort of learnt to let it go a little bit with it is what it is. Nothing I can do can control it. But when you first start playing fantasy, I remember there was so many games that you'd be checking your phone and like at halftime, he's like 1.3 fantasy, 1 fantasy point, 3 fantasy. I'm going, I need my quarterback to score. And then at the end of the game, he's 40.
Yeah.
So the roller coaster ride that I had with Tony Romo was absolutely like the agony to ecstasy.
Yeah.
In the space of a half of football is one of the reasons that I just had to put Tony Romo in, because he was my first quarterback that I picked, and I liked Tony Romo as a quarterback.
Yeah.
I thought he cops a lot of criticism that's probably not justified.
He does, yeah.
You know, when you look at some of the quarterbacks going around since he retired, like, come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, for that reason, it's just the roller coaster ride that I had of him on my fantasy team.
Yes.
Okay, so your first running back, your only running back.
AP.
Okay, yep.
I
never owned him on any fantasy team.
Me neither, funnily enough, but his numbers you can't deny. And, you know, even if you're looking at the century, 2010 to 2019, you're cutting out his first 3 seasons in the league, which were amazing. But he did have that 2012 season where he ran for over 2,000 yards in 2012. So he was obviously the number 1 fantasy asset that year.
What was his fantasy numbers?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't write that down. I just wrote down his stats. He had 2,097 yards.
You do realise this
touchdowns.
is a fantasy team we're putting together. So, you know, fantasy points would be, you know, relevant.
Yeah, I know, but his performance fantasy-wise, like even as late as 2018, he had over 1,000 yards in 2018 for the Redskins. It's like, so as a fantasy asset, he is just...
And let's face it, last year he would have been... Mate, he would have been on people's benches, or maybe
Yeah.
Mate,
Absolutely.
So 1,000 yards.
Who do you have, G?
I have Le'Veon Bell.
Nice.
Nice. First Dynasty League, he was one of my first picks. 2014, I've written down he was our first Dynasty League startup.
Nice.
So we haven't been doing it for that not Dynasty anyway.
Yeah.
So in 2014, he finished the season with 334 fantasy points.
Amazing, yeah.
Mate, his game low that season was 10.9. His game high was 46.5.
Imagine throwing Le'Veon Bell the ball. Imagine if he was in an offense where they actually passed the ball to him.
That'd be incredible.
Yeah. Adam Gase, listening?
Well, I think everybody's worked out a long time ago that it's Adam Gase and not the actual team or the players on it. He averaged 19.65 that season. He had 290 carries, 1,361 yards at 4.7, 8 touchdowns, 83 receptions. Talking about people catching balls out of the backfield, Gase.
Yep.
854 yards at 10.3 and 3 touchdowns.
Amazing.
Following year, he backed it up.
Yep.
2015, I thought, here we go. What a start. 22.7, 24.5, 20.7, had an average week, 15.7, and then had an average week and then got hurt.
Right.
So week 8, season over, that was it. 2016 came back, 278.9 fantasy points.
Yep.
2017, 300.1. Like, okay, everybody goes, mate, people are so quick to jump off the Le'Veon Bell bandwagon.
Yeah.
But, mate, look what he gave you for 3 seasons. Take away the injured season.
Yes.
Mate, for a guy to come back from the knee injuries that he's had, to give you 278 yards in the first year back.
Yep. Amazing.
Incredible.
Incredible.
So he was my running back. Now, you don't have another one, do you?
I don't.
Do you want me to give you my next one?
Yeah, give me your next one.
I'm going to give you a failure. A guy that I was really high on.
Darren McFadden.
No, I didn't mind Darren McFadden. You know I like Darren McFadden.
I know.
I did like him.
Yeah.
No, Fear Admir.
Fear Admir.
Mate, I thought when I drafted him, I actually, unfortunately, in some fantasy leagues, you can't actually look back and find out where you drafted people. But I must have been on the Flea Flicker one. If you muck around with it enough, you can actually find out where I drafted him in the first round of a rookie draft.
Ooh.
And I thought I'd struck fantasy gold.
Didn't he look good for 2 seconds? Wow.
He's actually taught me, after looking at his film and thinking, mate, I've got something here, that he taught me what not to look for in running backs now.
Really? So what is that?
Not to look back, but...
Because he looked bloody good, G.
Yeah, but that's what caught me. It was like the first time you rock up to Vegas. It's like, ding, 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 ding. You know, all the flash and the pizzazz and the colour and the noise and in the end, really, Las Vegas ain't.
Man, he's bounced off a few teams now.
What I saw in him was nighttime Las Vegas, and what I got was
Daytime.
daytime Las Vegas. Let me tell you, mate, they are two totally different places.
It makes you wonder what all the fuss is about in the daytime. You think, what is this?
Mate, it was just dust. There's, mate, that much litter going around. It's unbelievable. But at night, oh my God.
Yes.
How good is it at night?
Oh, amazing.
It is like
There's nowhere
Wonderland.
else like it on earth.
So that's what I got out of Fear of Miss. Yeah, so I drafted him pick 8 5 years ago, 2015.
Okay. Yep.
His rookie season wasn't too bad, 173 fantasy points.
That's not bad.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's okay. I thought, okay, But when you watched it, you could see in his first season the writing was on the wall.
He got injured, didn't he?
Yeah.
Rookie season?
No, sophomore season.
Oh,
His second season got hurt in week 2, and that was over for the season.
Right.
Mate, and look, to all credit to him, mate, he's still in the league.
Yeah, I know he's still
earning a living.
Yep.
So he was my running back. I want to put that in there because I was all over Fear Admir and I loved it. But yeah, that was I have to put him in there for that particular reason.
You want to go to wide receiver?
Wide receiver. Give us your wide receiver.
Well, listen, I'll say it and you can say it at the same time. Julio.
No, I don't have Julio.
Oh, get out of town.
No.
You're joking.
Mate, this year was the first year. No, I lie.
How could you not?
Okay, I got Julio as well, and I tell you, he actually is in my wide receiver, but he's there for a reason.
Oh, is he?
In our first season, in the 2011,
Yep.
the McLaren Militia,
Yes.
my team.
Yep.
This is my lineup.
Okay.
Of wide receivers. Now, God, I wish this was Dynasty.
Okay, tell
I
me.
had second year Antonio Brown.
You had AJ Green, didn't you?
I had AJ Green,
Yeah.
and I had Julio Jones. I had 2 rookies. Mate, it's the first year. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, mate, I watched these 2 guys,
Yeah.
and I go, mate, these guys are going to just tear up the NFL. How can they not be good?
You're on the money.
Eventually, they were, of course, they were all good that year, but not good enough to take me to a chat. Well, I think I had Peyton Hillis as my running.
Peyton Hillis.
That's the year after he was good.
That was on after the Madden cover.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. So, but if that was a dynasty league and I had those 3 guys with my picks,
fantastic.
I would have thought, mate, how?
Yeah.
I thought when I drafted these guys, I said, mate, how good's this team?
Yes. So I had Julio there. I mean, how can you not? I love the guy.
Oh.
I love the attitude of the guy. I think he's a fantastic player,
AJ Green,
person.
exactly the same.
Yeah.
No diva.
No diva.
No.
He's got every right to be. And as you said, you call it quite rightly, the best catch of that Super Bowl.
Well, it was a game-winning catch.
It was
mate. It was the best.
Should have
It was
been.
the best catch of the season
It should have been a game-winning
under the
catch.
circumstances and the catch that he made to keep his feet inbound and catch the ball out. In between 2 defenders. Great ball, but great catch.
Coaching aside, had the Falcons carried through, that could have earned him Super Bowl MVP. He would have had a ring.
Yep.
His performance on the day, he was about the only bloody Falcon who could hold his head up high, don't
What
you
we
think?
got down here?
Adder's got... I was going to run them through because there's a few in a row.
We've got a few. Okay, we'll run through. So
I'll come back to Adder.
He was, but you're right. Julio, when you look at him as a specimen of an athlete, mate, is he not the perfect receiver?
But he's a perfect teammate as well.
He's an excellent route runner.
Yes.
Okay, he's had a few problems with dropsies, but mate, he catches more balls.
Well, has he had a problem with
drops?
he has.
He's dropped a couple of crucial ones in the end zone, let's face it.
He's got a little bit of paint allergy.
Yeah, something about, I don't know what it is. He prefers to have green underneath it.
He does.
You know? So what do the Falcons do? They go and paint their end zones in colours.
Green. They should paint it
They
green.
should paint it green, so he doesn't know. But you look at him like body-wise, height, weight, speed, tough. Mate, he's tough as nails. He'll go across the middle, no problems. He doesn't mind. Mate, look at some of the catches he's made, like jump for balls and been like cleaned up, have his legs taken out of him. Mate, some of the how he hasn't broken his neck on a couple, one in particular, I think it might have been the Super Bowl year. It's just incredible.
But he's a solidly built guy.
But that's what I mean. Just everything about him. He is. If you were to build somebody, I don't know how people you go and pick arms from here and legs from and whatnot.
Just make it all Julio.
How do you not just make it all Julio? No, really. How do you not?
I know. I remember when the Falcons drafted
That's not being
him.
a homer. That's just someone who, mate, can appreciate a great. Like I look at LeBron James. And mate, look, everything about LeBron James. Why would you want to put other parts of a basketball player?
Yeah.
When you got a guy his size, his athleticism, and everything about. Why would you want to go and put other parts? Well,
yeah. Build your best. Build your fantasy basketball player, LeBron James. Boom, done.
Maybe you throw a bit of Michael Jordan in there, like the pressure and
I suppose
and all that parts of it.
Yeah.
But like size wise, like he's a bigger built guy than Michael Jordan. And he does all the same stuff, except it's just when the pressure's on, mate.
I remember when the Falcons traded up and got Julio.
Oh, mate, wrapped.
It was like,
Didn't
man.
care.
Again, mic drop. That was a mic drop.
What
Boom.
was it? Like a couple of first-round picks for years.
Oh, was it that much?
Oh, yeah, mate. It was pretty heavy.
Significant, but worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Worth it.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I did have another guy. I've got another guy.
Oh, please. I've
But
got one more.
Look, Julio is my favourite. This guy is a fantasy favourite, but he's been a dud and he's also a Fruit Loop. Clearly now, Antonio Brown. But I mean, they were rookie drafts.
Even this year when he's a Fruit Loop, you put him on the field and mate, look at him.
I know, but there's been rookie drafts, G. You remember, it was only a few years ago, where you'd be debating the first pick being Antonio.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, first overall.
Yes, first overall.
Definitely the first wide receiver to go off the board.
Oh, yes, but he'd be in the conversation.
Yes. Oh, without a doubt. Yep.
So, I think you have to. But so I put Brown and Julio in there.
Excellent. Good pick. All right. Well, my second one is, because he's my second wide receiver, but it's just the guy that I've had, I picked him up in the 2 Legit League, the X2 Legit League. But a guy that I've had I've got in other leagues, and that's Tyler Boyd.
Oh, nice. That's interesting.
When you think about it, his past 2 seasons, he's put up over 1,000 yards, seven TDs in 2017. No, 18.
Yep.
90 receptions, 1,046 yards, and 5 TDs this year.
Yes.
Mate, he's given you, in PPR leagues, he's given you, in 2018, he gave you 221 fantasy points. This year, he gave you 222 fantasy points, which, mate...
Given the year they had.
And, mate, he's going to be, your number 3 receiver on your team.
Yes.
And he's giving you fantasy points like that.
Yep.
Mate, it's just he's a very good wide receiver and a very good, handy number 2, number 3 flex wide receiver.
Okay.
Just produces.
Very good.
So that's why I put him in there.
Yep.
Tight end.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, look at that, mate. That's the obvious, isn't it? So I was going to do that, but yeah, it's just I actually sat down a week ago and watched all Gronk's touchdowns through his career. I had to get up and walk away, Mark. So I can't sit here for this long. I have stuff to do. It's just amazing.
How many did I write down? 79.
And I reckon 79 touchdowns. I reckon 70 of those were down the guts.
Man. And the thing about Gronk is that the strength of the guy, and as you said, the speed of the guy, the strength of the guy, the sheer... I mean, again, he's not just a body. He's not just a big dude. This guy was an amazing athlete.
Yeah.
You know, the stuff that he could do, it wasn't just you shove a big dude in the scheme.
Sort of helps, though.
He is a big dude. It does help, I know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, amazing.
I've got... I'm going to put down tight ends because there's been a few... I've got some misses and some hits.
Oh, okay. Misses, all right.
So I just want to put there was a guy that came out, I think it was 2000 and... Geez, when I look back at it now, I think it was 2012. Maybe he was in the 2013 draft. And you'll know who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Colt Loyola. Mate, I watched this guy and, mate, he was my number one tight end. And if no one goes, who's Colt Loyola? He played at Oregon. Mate, just go and have a look at his... There's not a lot. Just go and have a look at his, the best of, whatever.
Yes.
Highlights. Okay?
There's not many, 30 seconds.
No, there's about 4.5 minutes, which is not too bad. But because he never played in the NFL, so there's really no...
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
There's only, mate, this dude, he's like a mini Gronk. He catch the ball, mate, and he'd have 3 guys hanging off him and he'd still be just driving down the field.
I saw this
He
thing.
had a great set of hands.
You sent me a clip,
They used him as a running back.
Yep. You sent me a clip and I still...
Unusual. There's a quarterback there that just didn't turn out the way that, people thought.
Where?
At Oregon. It was playing with him.
Oh.
He looked really good.
Yeah, true. Hey, you sent me a clip, I remember.
Oh, have him jumping out of the pool?
Yeah, and not an empty pool, a pool full of water.
Mate, the pool was up to here.
Yeah, and he just jumped.
It's not like it was down to his knees. He was up to here, and he jumped. Not only did he jump
out,
so the edge of the pool would have been maybe here.
Yes.
So the water's probably down here.
Yes.
Right? So all that is in water.
Yes.
So he jumped out of the water, above and onto the... it's incredible. People talk about jumping onto a box.
Yes. Oh, you see amazing clips of people do that, but...
Stick him in a big crate of water and see if they can do it.
I mean, the lifeguard does the whistle. Everybody out of the pool. Colt Loyola.
Just jump straight out.
1 second. He's jumped out of the pool.
Incredible. So he was one of my misses, and I have noticed with a lot of my wide receivers, and there's been a few of those misses as well. I
think he might be in jail by that.
Mate, actually, when I looked him up, there's a few mug shots, and the different mug shots because he's wearing a different t-shirt. So anyway, got into the drugs and that.
Yeah.
Another miss was Clive Warford. I thought Clive Warford might be a little bit of a something.
Yep.
CJ Uzomah. But mate, I think he's only been in the league 3 seasons. So if we're going to buy the Darren Waller scale...
That's not over.
He's still got time.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of years.
Darren Waller, what a good call.
Well, he's my hit.
He's a good hit too.
That wasn't a bad hit. That only took 5 years to come into fruition.
That was a smoky. But...
And by then, he was only left on one of my teams. So this guy's never going to get a go.
No.
I kept him on one, so that worked out. Another guy who's coming good now, who was another one of mine, Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, he's coming good.
He's coming good. Now, I've got to hope that Irv Smith will be my...
Greg Olsen is moving on from the Panthers.
Okay.
I heard that today. Ian Thomas, time.
Hey, Ian Thomas is one of my boys as well.
He's also an impressive
I didn't put
guy.
that down here.
Yeah.
Evan Ingram is probably my biggest hit. I had him as the number one receiver in the whole class, even with wide receivers in there.
Yeah.
But let's hope that... No. But as I said, to watch, I'd straight to Gronk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's
without a doubt.
That's my lineup.
Hey, I put down some defenders just for a bit of...
Oh, please.
So
IDP guys.
There's really no surprise with any of these, though, I don't think.
Fontez Perfect?
No.
Oh, how do you not put him in there?
The guy's a Fruit Loop.
Yeah, but dude, to watch him, a highlight reel is incredible.
Actually, I should have put Deion Jones. I didn't put him down as linebacker because I love Deion. I put JJ Watt because the guy is amazing. Impressive. Yep. At his full flight, it's catching up with him.
Yeah. What is it? Back surgery? Is back surgeries for him as well?
It's catching up with him. But at full flight, how could you not be impressed by JJ Watt? Yep. And I put down Aaron Donald because, again, that dude is amazing. Amazing to watch. Linebacker, look, I like the meat and potatoes guys, but I should have, in retrospect, I should have put Deion Jones. I love watching him. But I put Bobby Wagner.
Yep.
Because, I mean, in his career, and 2012 was his rookie season,
Could you put down the whole Seattle linebacking core when they were all together?
Maybe you could. But Bobby Wagner on his own, 1,075 tackles career. That's a lot.
That's got to have some serious impact on your body, doesn't it? Like you're not tackling.
Some of them would be low impact, but some of them would be not.
What do they say? Like
a car crash?
Yeah, they say it's like a small car crash.
Yep. Patrick Peterson, I put down cornerback. 8 Pro Bowls. Patrick Peterson, shutdown corner. Fantastic. And I put down for safety, I put Eric Berry. Inspirational. I mean, maybe you're not going to say, maybe you're going to say he's not the best safety in the last 10 years. No, I probably wouldn't say, but he's been good. He's been bloody good. And also the whole Hodgkin's lymphoma thing knocked him out for a season. And he's had some seasons lost to injury. Inspirational guy, I reckon. So I put him down as safety.
Any reason you could put him in the team?
There you go. But let's get to Adders. Adders said he's got the all facial hair team, Deco.
Oh, all
yeah, Fitz Magic.
Oh, mate. It's a chin thing.
It doesn't fit.
Seriously, no, but it sits there. So the chin is here. The chin guard or strap is here. His chin's actually here. It's hair. No, mate, have you ever seen him? Do you know how many times his helmet's sort of like skew whiff?
I was going to say...
It's all the time.
It must be.
It has to be. It is. You watch him and like sometimes the mouthpiece is like up around here because it just gets... just slides up the hair.
Zeke, you've got to put in there.
Yep.
Love me some Zeke. Although another guy with impressive facial hair is Fournette. Yeah. Not as impressive as Zeke. I think Zeke's better. Zeke and Cook. OBJ, got a bit of the facial hair. Olsen. But yeah, I just mentioned Olsen.
Facial hair on Olsen?
Yes, yeah. Edelman as well.
Hey? His is more of a sort of, not a hipster beard, but sort of, cooler one, isn't
Edelman?
it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like Fitzmagic's is like lumberjack.
Yeah, lumberjack. Exactly,
mate. What do you do when this is all over? He'll shave that off, and people won't even know who the hell he is.
Maybe
that's why he does it.
It's the perfect anonymity.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like that. Who's that singer that wears the wigs that you can't? The blonde wig.
What?
And it's cut off. That singer.
What?
There's some female singer that wears. You can't see her face.
You're joking. You can't see her face.
No.
Huh?
She wears these wigs, and they're sort of like a bowl cut. Like that.
Across her eyes.
Yeah, like across here, so you can see her mouth and that.
Is that Sia? Maybe.
Is it Sia? It could be.
I don't know.
Yeah. She does. She probably for the same reason. I don't mind have.
Funny. Yeah. And then she gets a haircut. No one recognises her.
Well, she just takes it off. It'd be a wig.
Oh right. Okay.
And no one knows who the hell she is. Perfect. So you've had the fame.
Yep.
But no one knows who you are. But you've enjoyed the fame.
Yes.
You got the money.
Yep.
Mate, when it's all over, boom. No one knows who the hell I am. I can just go and enjoy my money.
You can walk down the street.
Yep.
Not get pestered by everybody. Okay, I reckon that's it.
Done.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Listening, if you listen live or if
very
you're going
naughty.
To,
see ya. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah. See ya. There we go. Very naughty. It is very naughty.
It is. Yeah. Oh, see ya. Andrew says it is see ya. Wow, I got that right. I can't believe it.
She's got some good songs.
Olsen did have a big beard for a while. I think he shaved. Though. Maybe this year. I do remember him having. Yeah, see ya. Enjoy the Super Bowl, everybody. I think it's going to be a cracker. It's going to be good.
And we won't be able to watch it live.
No.
Because we like to watch it together.
Because of work.
And you can't chuck a sickie after your first week back as being a teacher. Doesn't look good.
No.
And especially in a private school.
It's a bit of a shame Australia Day is
Mate,
a week later.
If it was a government school, you go,
you know what?
Those kids are going nowhere anyway.
If Australia Day was a week later, happy days. Wouldn't that be good?
But sometimes we've had it on Australia Day, haven't we?
Don't think so.
We've never had it on Australia Day?
No. Well, they only need to, piss the Pro Bowl off. Have the Super Bowl a week earlier.
Well, no, I don't mind having the 2 weeks. Gets everybody ready.
It does get everybody ready.
Yeah.
Gives you stuff to talk about, I guess.
Whose is the Chiefs helmet? AJ's.
Yes. I got it from, there was a pub that was, they had like a games or like a sort of I want to say like a function room or something. They had a couple of NFL helmets. No, it was on eBay and they were selling for like $5. And I was like, I'll buy a helmet for $5.
Yeah.
I don't care
it's
who's
not a real one. It's
It's a replica one.
Yeah, but it might be a real one back in the day when they run around with plastic. Like, I don't know what they're made out of today, but I can guarantee that it's
not an authentic one.
No, and it's quite small.
It is quite small.
Like it fit on a kid.
It's just decorative.
Yeah.
Actually, didn't Noah try to wear it?
Noah's worn it a couple of times when we've done some...
Could he get it on his head?
He wouldn't be able to do it now.
No.
I've got a photo of him wearing it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Doing some running back drills for us.
Very nice. Nice. Ada, enjoy the Super Bowl. Definitely. There is a Bennett. Oh, where have I got that? I do. Yeah, the Bennett jersey. Yeah. I put it back on the other wall. But yeah, I do have a Bennett.
Yeah, we
jersey.
We have to redo this room. I've got some ideas for it.
Have you?
We actually need to turn so you can look at that.
Oh yeah, I know. Because we've got this background here which you can't see, but it's like
football field.
A football field. But it's like you're kind of looking at the worst part of the room, really.
You are. Yep.
That's why I put the Bennett jersey there and the other sort of things just sort of like lining up. Yeah, cheers. But yeah, you're right. We're kind of... You look at all the good YouTubers, G. You look at all the good YouTubers. They always have stuff in the background.
Stacked with stuff.
And us, it's just like...
We're going to get a blue screen. That's what we need.
I can do a blue screen,
We should do a blue screen.
And
we can make it whatever we want.
I could actually put it behind the couch,
We could be at the... Is it still the Hard Rock Stadium?
I think so, yeah.
Still Hard Rock? We could be looking like we're at the Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
I could do that. Easy.
Put some sunscreen on.
Sort of easy.
Some Tropicana.
Very good. Enjoy the Super Bowl, everybody. And then after that, we're going to get stuck into our rookies, which I'm really looking forward to, actually.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah.
Should be good. We'll get some guests on.
We will.
Get them to talk.
We will. And G is going to do... Well, I'll look at... Because I'm interested. I'm going to look at some of the rookies. G, you're going to dive deep. But I'm going to do the defense. I'm going to look at all the defensive guys. Chase Young. Ooh, Chase Young. Good. Nick Bosa. Chase Young. Ooh, I don't know.
Really?
Well,
mate, it's not like that now. It's like Nick Bosa, Chase Young. Because
of course,
Nick Bosa's done it.
One guy's in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And
he's doing it.
Exactly. So. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Thanks very much, folks, for tuning in, listening, sort of stuff, and enjoy the Super Bowl, enjoy the day, and we'll catch you again sometime very, very soon. Thanks. On behalf of... Oh, man, I'm so out of practice. On behalf of...
G and myself.
What do I say then?
We'll catch you next time.
We'll catch you. Have a good week. We'll catch you next time. See you later. End. All done.